Bars on them like it's common sense. Hopped out the Benz like it's common sense. Put a monkey on my feet like it's common sense. Got gorillas in the streets like it's common sense. Stack the money.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Keenum's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Freeman again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 19 in picking up the first. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. First carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That was second down run for Murray. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, we've got a second here before this next drive starts. It seems like every week we're talking injuries, and we had 3 quarterback shoulder injuries from this last week.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because we're talking about some of the most recognizable players in the league. Jameis Winston really coming on as a young quarterback. Trevor Siemian, captain of the Denver Broncos, and won the job for a 2nd year in a row. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers may be the best quarterback in the league. You know, Rodgers probably gone for the season. Winston, I think they could have brought him back, but they were cautious with him and kept him out of the game. And Siemian did play in the second half in their loss to the Giants.
Yeah, that's the good news. 2 of the 3 able to return. Unfortunately for Rodgers, not looking so good. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Ben Gideon, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Well, before this next offensive drive gets going, you know, we still have two 0-6 teams in the NFL, the 49ers and the Browns, and you're looking at me because I know you made a prediction that one of these two teams would win this past week.
Yeah, we had the Giants in there going into it as well, right? We had the Giants, 49ers, and Browns, and I predicted that the Browns would be the first to get off the schneid. Instead, it was the Giants. So the Browns looking at me with a little crooked eye, aren't they? Like, hey, just leave us alone and let us play. Don't make any more predictions, man.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Let's go.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from
Latavius Murray. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Forbath will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 61 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And oh, he's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I think it's okay, though, they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And look out, I think he's going to go. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Tagger, force. Two jet. Switch.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ben Gideon coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Gabriel, the man in motion. Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Here's Ryan to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ben Gideon able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he motions the wide receiver. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Ben Gideon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Caught by Sanu. They chalked out.